Actually believe it less than before.
Because it's so biased.
No, because you may know more about this than I do, but I after watching that thing, so then I looked up like those two guys, and both those guys are in like before this documentary, they got paid a bunch of $1 million or a few $1 million,
Mm-hmm.
and they are in serious financial trouble. Both of them. One of the guys defended him like ad nauseum in the court case. He was like defending Michael Jackson like over and over.
And
and
he
over.
was one of the guys who did the film?
And he's the guy who did the film, saying that.
That's really suspect.
I just find it very weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, and here's the thing. I think Michael Jackson is a fucking creep. I don't.
He's a guaranteed pedophile. I remember asking I remember asking my parents about it like years ago, and they're like, definitely like profile. Like, he fits the profile of a pedophile. Like, absolutely, 100%.
Probably. And his whole family's fucking weird.
But I'm not going to go fucking banning and not listening to his music because of it, dude.
To be honest, I just never really listened to his music before. And
what was that? I saw one meme where it was like, oh, you're not going to listen to Michael Jackson because he touched a bunch of kids? Tell me your opinion about the Catholic Church.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I got some looks today when I played some Michael Jackson when I was DJing
Fuck
earlier.
off.
The thing is,
like,
dude, get off your righteous high horse, you fucktard.
Here's the issue. Like, if you're Jewish, you know this. Like, so many famous musicians and like writers and actors are like super anti-Semitic in history. Like, you couldn't pick up a fucking book from like the 1930s without reading an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
So like you always learn to separate like the art from the person, because you literally couldn't do anything if you were Jewish.
Boring people don't make good art, you know?
Are you saying anti-Semites are fun?
I'm just saying, like, you have to.
Goddamn right.
I'm saying, like, you probably have an opinion that doesn't go along or coincide with what mainstream people usually think, you know? Like, if you're an artist type.
I don't know. Anti-Semitism was pretty mainstream
Depends
back then.
on the era.
Well, like, now it's not. That's not a common thing now. Though.
What, anti-Semitism?
I mean, just in terms of
That
like,
shit's common, like clinical depression. Dude.
okay, well, I mean, you could say the same thing about anything. Fucking homophobia, right? I mean, all this stuff. It's like, yeah, it's common, but not really. I mean, where's this happening?
Nebraska.
When that dude shot up what was it, the Tree of Life or whatever.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's pretty common thing. Like, it's not. It's one of those things that people don't notice because they don't even think about it. Like, because normally, like, you're not usually going to hear somebody say some like racist shit when, like, because they're always concerned about they always can identify who they're supposed to say it around and whatnot. But like, people think they can identify Jews, and so if they don't have the Judar going and they don't identify the Jew, they just open their mouth and say anti-Semitic shit.
I guess what I was saying is that people who are artistic individuals tend to be more opinionated than the average person. They have strong opinions, which is why they usually are artistic in some fashion, whether they're, a musician or writer. Like, I think they tend to have opinions of that.
Yeah,
nature.
I mean, I think that's fair, but I think also if you're just going back, like when, like in a time frame like the 1930s, there was a massive Nazi party in the United States.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like being anti-Semitic was just normal. It's like trying to say that.
I saw a GIF of it earlier and it reminded me of the video, because the part that I saw was when he's getting his ass eaten. He says something like, give my ass a little kiss.
Yeah, give my ass.
And then he farts in her face. Oh, you just wait.
You have no idea,
fart
sweetheart.
in your face.
Yeah.
Just kiss my asshole real quick.
Just give my ass a little kiss.
The coworker that wants to eat your ass while you fart in her face.
Yep.
Like Hemingway was this like awful human being, which he was, but at that time, like, he really wasn't like that much worse than like the run-of-the-mill dude.
Yeah, in that era, yeah.
In that era, yeah. So like, can you really be like, oh, we need to ban Hemingway books because he was a fucking misogynist? Like, not really.
Can we, speaking of white supremacy and such, can we clarify this? Like, can we please? Because I asked this question sincerely because when I take photos, and like, I don't really shoot in nightclubs anymore, but when I used to, when I was done and I'd look at the photo and it was good, I'd be like, And now I'm thinking, oh, all these people thought I was fucking throwing some white
It's like
power
the
symbol.
A-OK.
So I don't know when you were like, because we were in at different times in the military.
Yeah.
But like when I was in, the circle game was huge.
Yeah,
It was
it was a
like-
game, okay?
No, it's a total game. It's
But,
like,
okay.
like
yeah,
doing that.
Yeah, you do like
Yes,
the
and you get someone to
OK
look at it.
symbol, and it's always like down.
It's
you-
gotta
you
be
know,
like-
Okay,
it's
but
gotta
you
be
said
below
it
your
before,
waist.
before it was a game. I think, from my knowledge, and I could be wrong, but I believe it started off as an indicator of, okay, like, yeah, we're good to go. Everything's
Yeah,
great.
I think so.
A-OK,
Yeah.
yeah.
We need to look up the history of this shit.
No,
wanna
I
know.
think you're right.
No, but I'm just
Yeah.
curious as to where it came about,
So-
when. I don't know any of those.
I mean,
Numbers.
it's definitely been like hijacked. Now, whether it's people trolling or whether it's people who actually believe it, that's an entirely different discussion.
Yeah.
But there are like groups of people in like certain, message board online cultures that's like super white nationalists that it's like to them, it's either like trolling, like I said, like, oh, we're going to make people think we're white nationalists, or you ever heard the rule of goats?
No.
The rule of goats is essentially like, if you ironically kiss a goat, you're still kissing a goat. Like if you're doing it just as a joke, haha, I
Got
kissed
it.
a goat,
Okay.
whatever, like you still fucking kiss the goat. Like,
Yeah.
so at some point, like, even if you're just doing it ironically or you're just, trying to troll or whatever, at some point you start like essentially being a part of that culture.
What else does it mean? Like I thought it meant like okay.
Okay.
Or bloods,
it was,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It used to mean okay.
Could you ever do the full blood?
I
It's
couldn't.
hard to do.
That
have
shit's hard. to
Have
do.
any of you guys been able to do that?
No,
No, that
no.
shit's
Never-
hard.
Dude, you gotta have what's that like disease that is it just arthritis? It fucks
Yeah.
up your knuckles and your
You got
fingers.
that jacking off disease.
Dude, I've never been able. Like the only thing I could get to was like B, and then
It's not
O,
easy.
Man, how
and
many
then O.
people have been shot in South Central because they
O's.
couldn't get it out fast enough?
right?
Like, hold up, no, I'm for real. I'm part of this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
how does that work? Right? Like, how does
the
that
dude
work?
with cerebral palsy is the one that lives because he can just fucking.
I could never even do the west side, the fucking W.
Oh,
I
I
can't.
mean, come on, that's
Come
I
on.
fucking.
can't. Now I have to do it manually.
You can't throw it up right
No,
now.
I can't.
West side.
My fingers.
Throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Hood pass revoked.
Shit, I never had one.
You can't throw up a West side.
No, I can't do it.
Come on, give it a good go though. I want to see how it works that you can't do it.
My fingers don't cross.
You have retarded fingers.
That one works.
Hey, let's start the fucking show. Speaking of white people, happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, this is our day. Well, yeah.
Kind of.
And I'm wearing the jersey.
Which is funny because he's the only guy wearing fucking. Well, I have some green in my shirt.
That shirt's on
He's-
backwards.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, shit's on backwards.
It's
Can you
not
tell?
on backwards, you fuck. It's a rugby jersey.
Yeah.
I thought so too with the collar. I'm like,
Yeah, it's just backwards.
did he put his shirt on backwards and inside out again?
Racist.
Speaking of shirts, this
Halfway
motherfucker.
through the show, Scoop's gonna do a haka.
Yes. Oh, dude. Yeah. And I'm gonna break the camera. I'm gonna kick in Bradley's TV.
And Jason Momoa is gonna come out.
Yeah. Then we're gonna wrestle on the floor. It's gonna get weird.
Think you could take him?
No. Well, no. Actually, no. Now I'm thinking about it. He's probably only 6'1", I would assume, right?
He's got to be bigger than that. He's a
You think
big
so?
fucking dude. Yeah.
I figured that everyone in Hollywood's short. I figured he was short.
Yeah. I don't feel like he's that big. I feel like I could fuck him up.
You think he's 6'1"?
I feel like I could fuck him up.
You think?
I mean, even if he's 6'3" or 6'4", I could fuck his ass up.
I mean, he's got that Samoan warrior blood.
But he's
in him.
also like he posted this the other day. He's a white belt in jiu-jitsu. I'll fuck your shit up. Like I've been training way longer.
Yeah,
than that.
Hey,
That's true.
I've seen videos of him throwing axes too. He's got some fucking pop on it.
You know, have you seen videos of me popping guns off? You haven't
No.
seen that?
You ever tried fucking dodging a bullet with an axe? It
You ever
doesn't
seen
work
a
that
car
well.
going 70 into your apartment? I'll fucking screw it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just knocked the bullets out of midair with a samurai sword.
Yeah,
It's
like
horrible.
like Deadpool.
Yep, exactly.
Neo, calm down.
Well, speaking of St. Patty's, you were out and about. You were out and about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not out and about.
Yeah, I met up Dom. Went out with a bunch of my girlfriend and a bunch of her friends. They made me drink, and then they made me take like 7 or 8 shots in a row. So here
Yeah,
we
but
are.
you know, that's like to the average like Jenny who lives in PB. 7 or 8 shots for you is like having a glass of wine for her.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You know, that's like her just the kickoff of pre-partying.
Oh yeah. I was taking the Irish car bombs like they're fucking water, just one
Did you
after
drink
the
today?
other. I drank yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Did you put
Last night.
green dye in your beer?
I had one green beer. I always like fear about drinking green beer because like the last thing I want to do is puke green fucking shit everywhere.
I'm assuming it's been a long time since I've drank green beer, but don't you piss green after you drink it?
I'm sure maybe if you drink enough, you might get a little tinted green.
I know if you eat those like fucking green tortilla chips, your shit's green.
Yeah,
legitimately green.
You remember that soda Surge?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Surge.
I had a friend who drank like we had like a whole 12-pack at his place, and he drank like 7 or 8 of them in one day, and legitimately pissed out green. Like it was fucking like a nuclear fucking green piss.
He's lucky he didn't die.
I know, right?
I'm no kidding.
Your
He's
kidneys
lucky.
are probably like, please no more.
Dude,
Please.
Surge did not last long on the fucking shelves.
What was the shtick with Surge? Like it had extra caffeine or sugar
Extra,
or some
yeah.
shit?
No, what did it have extra? I think it was it extra caffeine?
I think it was
I thought that was.
extra
I think
I
that's
thought
why
that
they
was-
called it Surge. Like
I
a
thought that was
surge of-
Jolt.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's weird that all those existed during that time of like extreme and like
Yeah.
all these drinks.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can actually die from that. Like legitimately,
You can.
like if you have,
It's like worse than alcohol.
Yeah, way worse. Yeah, if you at the same time,
And it doesn't
if
even
you
get you drunk.
Well, it's like I
Yeah.
think it happens if you have like some undiagnosed heart condition, and you're like your buddy's like, I dare you to crush 3 Red Bulls, and you're like, okay, oh shit.
Yeah, how bad was that? Like back in the day when everybody used to have like 7 or 8 vodka fucking Red Bulls in a
Dude.
night.
Fucking.
Yeah, back in the day,
Yeah.
earlier. The
Yeah.
You mean 2 hours ago?
the life I'm living.
Three Red Bull slushies at Shore Club.
Hey, cheers, motherfucker.
Those look delicious, though.
Salud, bitch.
Those are so fucking gross.
That was the life I was living earlier. They're horrible.
Wait, the slushies?
Yeah, oh yeah, I had a couple of those.
Oh, you did.
The worst.
I couldn't do it.
I stopped drinking those types of drinks when it was on 4th of July once, and I had like 15 fucking Jack and Cokes. And I was just like wide awake in my bed till like 5, 6 in the morning because of all the sugar and caffeine. And I was drunk and couldn't go to sleep. It was like the worst fucking
That's a
thing
bad
ever.
combination.
Yeah.
Did you
it's a
get
bad
you
combination.
beat off or no? I mean,
Oh, I just fucked some chick before. that was in my bed too.
I just
Which
feel
actually
like-
made it worse because then she's asleep in the bed and I'm just like, fuck this.
Oh, that's way worse.
Yeah.
That's way worse. It's like you want to put on ESPN, but
Yeah.
like at the same time you can't.
And I was living in a studio at the time, so it wasn't even a 1-bedroom, so I couldn't like go anywhere. I
Ooh,
couldn't
that's
like
rough.
couldn't go sit on the couch and like get some space.
But I mean, it's your house, your rules, so you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want, right?
He's a gentleman. How dare you?
Yeah, like what? Like kick her out? Like
yeah.
Nah, but if she don't like it, like,
tough
Fuck
titties.
it,
Get the
yeah.
fuck out.
I've definitely done shit like that before, where you intentionally do things to like that's going to annoy them, so they just leave on their own.
Yeah, like jump off the little side table,
Like jumping
fucking
on the
elbow
bed.
elbow, yeah.
Wake the fuck up!
Hello, bitch.
hey, you up?
start doing Taibo in your room. Like I do this every morning.
Every morning at 3:30 on the nose. Fucking
Uber's
Billy Blanks.
fucking here.
Did you guys, since you were out last night and you were out today, did you see any of those girls? Because they're always those girls.
You're talking about
Those-
woo girls?
Not even woo girl, but the woo girls that take it to the next level on a holiday, like the 4th of July woo girls. the
Like
fucking Saint-
matching T-shirts?
Yeah, matching T-shirts. They got
Yeah.
the little fucking like
It's not-
antenna.
it's not even just girls.
Antennae on
it's
your
guys
the fucking
just
heads.
as-
Oh yeah, I know.
Just as bad.
I know. But
It's like-
I would much
it's
rather
a whole-
talk shit about women.
It's a whole gaggle of fucking douchebags and woo girls.
It's
that,
just
that go
douchery
around, yeah.
everywhere.
And they dress up so fucking over the top. It's like,
What was the worst you saw?
dude, it was like these like total frat dude douchebag types, and it was like they had like the hat, like the buckle hat kind of deal, like the
Yeah.
the
Oh
le-
yeah,
the
like the leprechaun hat.
Yeah, and then they had like knee-high green fucking soccer socks, green fucking soccer shorts, like a fucking green shirt, wristbands, like sweatbands, fucking like, dude, it was like, dude, like necklaces, fucking
Like for
Green
sure, if
beads.
they got hit by a car,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be mad. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you deserve this for
Yeah.
what you're wearing. This is ridiculous.
It just makes the holiday worse because you put that much fucking stupid effort into doing it. Like, if you want to wear one shirt, cool, wear one thing.
Yeah.
If you want to wear, like, I have a friend who dresses up as Green Man from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
What is green? I don't know what that
It's
is.
like
It's like a green lycra suit. It's
Yeah.
it's all it is.
It's for green screen, so you can like
Yeah.
hold shit up and it
Okay.
doesn't get shown in.
Yep.
And even that's like almost going a little too far. But that's like one. My rule is basically one item.
Yeah.
You can wear one fucking item, and it can't be some like over the top thing.
I wish someone would dress up as that boy.
Oh yeah, with the little unicycle.
Yeah, with the little unicycle.
That's a
too.
good idea.
The
What was
frog,
it?
the frog,
The
that
frog.
boy.
Oh, that boy, yeah. That would actually be cool.
Yeah.
Somebody has to have done it on Halloween.
You can do
though.
the suit with a unicycle.
If you
will
can,
allow.
if you are so hold on. If you can ride a unicycle drunk, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
dressed as a frog, nonetheless.
That's just even in general. Like if you can just get drunk and ride a unicycle, that has to be the most difficult fucking thing in the
Have
world.
you seen the fucking dudes who do off-road unicycling, like
Yeah.
fucking mountain biking,
Wait,
but
wait,
on
wait,
a
wait.
unicycle?
Wait, hold on,
It's
pause.
that Red
So-
Bull shit, son.
It's true.
So people do
Yeah.
off-road unicycle?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because they have balls way bigger than mine.
Are the wheels like crazy looking and they
No, I mean, it looks like a mountain bike wheel, and it might be a little bit larger, but it's basically just a unicycle with a fatter tire on it.
Are they doing like
jumps?
flips and shit?
Dude, they're jumping on like boulders and shit. I mean, if you could think of it, it's probably somebody's tried to do it in the
Red Bull
outdoors.
embraces
How bad
all that shit.
Yeah.
You know
How
what I'm saying?
bad would your ass hurt after that?
I
Because
hate
you're
it.
not bracing like with your feet on
My
like the
whole
pedals or
body
anything,
hurts
really.
thinking about how many times I'd fucking fall off that thing.
Fuck
I
that.
hate these people. I don't like the unicycle people.
The caucasity.
The caucasity.
Fuck you and everything you represent.
Man, the whites are at it again.
I can't wait till they start doing like extreme bird scootering.
Dude,
That's gonna be
okay.
a thing.
Everywhere
That's
I
already,
go,
it's
for
already
sure.
a thing.
You're gonna see people modifying them so they go like 75. Oh, for sure, guarantee
yeah,
it.
and then when people die, Alex just walks off.
Yeah, I know,
Yep.
right?
Well, that guy fucking ate shit. Up, gotta go.
He's dead.
I'm late for my morning Starbucks.
Nosy enough to fucking see what happened, but not nosy enough to help.
I made sure that the fucking ambulance was called, so we're
There you
good.
go.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys call ambulance?
Called.
Cool. I'm out. Though you mentioned bird, and that just reminded me. I heard another fucking conspiracy yesterday. As a matter of fact, my friend told me about this,
yeah.
and I didn't believe it. And then she showed me on the interwebs. Fucking apparently, there's a large group. I don't know. And when I say large, it's relative, but there is a group of people in the world who thinks that hills and mountains are just the remnants of what used to be gigantic trees that have since gone extinct.
I'm in this guild. That's me, baby.
You
That's
started
me.
it. You're the founding
Yeah.
fucking father.
I am the god.
Yeah,
Hit
so-
me up.
So mountains and hills aren't really mountains and hills. They're
How
just.
the fuck does that work?
I don't know. I didn't look into it yet. I will.
It's
though.
fucking geology, bro.
Dude, I don't.
It's science.
Science doesn't exist anymore,
Yeah.
apparently, at all. Nor does gender. I mean, what
it's-
else?
It's like those dudes that said like the Denver airport was like built as like a devil fucking warship thing or whatever.
Pause. I got some news about that shit.
Wait, is
Pause,
it
pause,
recent
pause.
news?
No, just in general.
Oh.
They have a large tunnel network underneath. This is real. This is real.
Mm-hmm.
And that weirdo fucking horse. Now, just go look it up. Just go look it up because it creeps me the fuck out.
Wait, there's some Illuminati shit with the airport, isn't there?
Let's not
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
not go there.
All
let's
right,
not
go.
go there because Ziggs will get freak out. It'll all get weird.
Look, he's already scared.
But that weirdo fucking horse
Yep.
that they have there is so fucking creepy. I'm not kidding. I've been to the Denver airport probably 20 times. That when you drive by it, it's a horse and it has red eyes. And it's like this, it's standing up on
Yeah.
its two legs. And it's so fucking weird. Like it doesn't make any sense
Well,
to
what-
why it's there.
Why is it there?
Like the Denver Broncos.
No, actually.
Okay,
not at
I
all.
understand the association with the team, but the red eyes and because I've seen photos, I haven't seen it in person,
you've
but it
seen
does.
it, though.
It looks fucking out of
very
place.
odd.
It looks really weird.
You've seen it. It's
Yeah.
very odd. Yeah, I think that everyone that's in Denver worships Satan. So that's me.
So for all of our Denver fans,
Yeah.
shout out.
No, not even fans. Just like if
All-
you're in the
all two of
city
you.
limits.
All our Denver residents, shout out.
All hail Baphomet.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, at least the devil worshippers were smart enough to legalize weed first.
But you've seen it though, right? It is weird looking.
What, the horse?
The horse. Now, ignore everything else. I'm not talking about anything else. The horse is very odd. Like, have you seen it?
Denver in general is just like a home of just like a lot of like eclectic weird shit. So
Come
it's like
on, fam.
I don't even
Have you seen it in person?
I saw a dude when I was in Boulder. I went to that. I flew into Denver.
But you saw it in person.
Yeah. Anyway, so like we were in Boulder and fucking this dude was like putting himself in a straitjacket and like in chains and whatever, like undoing the whole fucking thing in like the town center of fucking Boulder. Like,
I mean, maybe it was
Like
a
he was
magician.
like he was a busker, like a street performer.
he was like straight up homeless dude and doing street performance. Like, or I couldn't tell if he was.
It's a
pretty
very
sure he was
fine
homeless.
line between
Yeah.
street performer and
Don't
homeless.
talk about my dad like this, bro. Like, why are you?
I
Gonna put him
mean,
on
like he was
blast?
so like methed out, had like teeth missing. Like
He's trying to make money.
Yeah,
he's
no.
trying to come back into my
I
life.
don't blame him for
He's
like.
trying to fight his
I
son.
don't. I don't blame him for like trying to like get a little side hustle going or trying to get some money out of his situation. But like Boulder and Denver, those types of places where like you just don't know like what the fuck is going on. They were selling burritos at like burrito stands on the street, just like wrapped up in foil all ready to go. Like not even like putting the shit in there. Like they're opening.
You're reaching here. You're like, that's so outrageous, and I'm like, there's nothing
The
outrageous about
tamale
that.
lady at fucking Food for Less does that.
Hold on, not a tamale, a fucking burrito. Like, and they pull
Yeah, it's
it.
a bean and cheese burrito
They
here.
pull it out of a fucking like a igloo cooler and just hand it to you.
You gotta keep them warm, Alex.
So what we know now is that Alex works for the Illuminati.
Yes,
He
Illuminati
actually
confirmed.
built the horse.
Yes.
He was the guy. He actually
designed
put it
and built.
together.
Yeah.
So we know this now. I mean, you don't have to argue
established.
it. We know this.
Illuminati confirmed. Check
There you
your
go.
check your phone. They're texting you right now. Don't fucking move.
We
Take
can't.
that-
John Elway is coming.
We can't post this video now.
Yeah.
We might as well just fucking end the show.
There
Cool.
were people who literally be like, "Oh my god, Illuminati's actually real. I knew it all along. I fucking knew it.
The birds aren't real and the fucking mountains or trees. I just like
The Earth is
why?
flat. The moon
Just-
is
just
fucking.
why?
The moon isn't real.
Why? Well,
You,
why?
you guys are fucking
why?
shills. Okay, I'm done with you guys. This is the last show we ever do. You guys are fucking shills. I don't respect you. I don't like you guys.
Yeah.
This is craziness.
I
Bro,
need my biggest issue is like I haven't got my shill money yet. Like they're not even sending the checks. This is some bullshit.
How does the shill money come? I want to know.
Obviously by George Soros sending the shill money.
But does it come like? Could you get shill money over? It can be a check, right? You can't do check.
Yeah, of course you can.
Wow.
Bitcoin, bitches.
You think the Illuminati gives a fuck about a money trail?
I can't believe we're still talking about the fucking Illuminati.
Yeah, back to stupid drunk idiots on St. Patty's Day.
Did you see
Yeah.
anything like worth reporting, like really noteworthy yesterday?
A lot of people cry. A lot of women crying. People getting in fights.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
the
it
fights
is.
are my favorite, especially when I'm single and I pass that and I'm wasted and I'm like,
It's bad.
man, I'm so glad I'm fucking not in that guy's shoes right now.
It's and you have to like you do one of two things. You basically like tell her to like piss off and go home if she's gonna be like that annoying. But then you have to deal with it when you get home. Or like you try to like deal with it outside of the bar so you can like go home and like at least be in like a decent position to not be like yelling at each other.
Overall advice: never, ever, ever, ever argue with your girl outside of a bar. Because
I was literally just gonna say,
Yeah.
or just drunk ever.
Yeah.
Just don't even
drunk.
Yeah, don't even
drunk
engage.
milding is like don't even talk to me about this while we're fucking drinking.
But I feel like it's hard. I mean, we've all been there. I feel like
Yeah.
we've all been there. But it's hard to navigate that when you are drunk. But if you can get away from the drunk stuff, like do not do it. And
Ever.
outside of a bar, no. Like it's
And
just
definitely
never
not
ends
in a
well.
bar.
Oh my god, yeah.
And definitely don't put your friends fucking through having to deal with it either. Like,
Yeah.
like.
But if
'cause
they're there, they're gonna inevitably have to fucking deal with it.
Yeah, and then the worst is like
Shrapnel and
the worst
shit.
is when you see that going down in a bar, and then you see like both people like pleading their case to friends to like back them up. I'm like, now you're just like engaging everybody here in your shitty
Yeah.
situation.
Dude, so we were at I was at Lahaina's earlier, which is in it's
Today?
a spot, earlier today.
That's the greatest bar.
Ish.
No, I mean location wise.
Oh, location, yeah.
Tourist trap. Yeah.
So like it's basically on the water of Pacific Beach, which is the most popular beach area in San Diego. So anyway, this girl that I don't know her, whatever. So her friend gets kicked out
of Lahaina.
She's being ridiculous. She threw a drink. Her friend threw a drink on another person, right?
A girl or a dude?
A guy. So she threw a drink on a guy. The guy was like totally chilling, right? And I don't know that for sure, but that's how I got the reaction after the fact, right?
Yep.
So boom, throws a drink. The girl now the bouncer picks the girl up and takes her outside.
Mm-hmm.
Another girl, she was so banging. Oh my god.
Was she 6'2"?
Dude, no, she was little, but like I'm not kidding. I would lick her butthole. I mean, she's so fucking gorgeous.
After the gym or before?
After a full day of gym, day drinking, mountain climbing, you name it.
What about fresh after a fucking morning shit after a day of drinking?
Oh, easy. Oh, dude, her fucking plane crashes. She can't shower for 3 months. Easy. Done. She's got food for 3 months, and I'm just there, and I'm eating that ass. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so anyway, she's yelling at the bouncer, and now the bouncer, you know where you could look at somebody and go like, oh, they don't play? Like, they just don't play. Like, yeah, you're
like
talking
he's
to
not
him.
having any of it.
Yeah, but like they will, like this dude will knock you the fuck out. Like, yeah, cool, keep talking. I'm gonna knock you out. He was one of those guys, and like, you just see on his, like his eyes are kind of, they're shifting. Like, hi, bitch. Anyway, so she's screaming at him, "You fucking piece of shit! You kicked my fucking friend out."
Because he kicked her out.
Yeah, he's like, "You piece of shit! Fuck you! Tell me why! Tell me why!" She kept screaming that, and he's like walking away, and she's like, "Tell me why! Tell me why!" And now another bouncer comes over and just literally picks this girl up and just outside. It's just like outside, and now they're screaming from outside.
Of course they are.
By the way, one of my favorite moves that I see bouncers do all the time, and it's happened to me before, is when like you're fucked up and you're doing something out of line, and they walk in and they go, "Hey man, can I talk to you for a second?"
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
And they walk you right outside at the front of the bar, and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Oh, you can't go, you gotta leave." You're like, motherfucker.
You got me.
That happened to me one time too, man. I really thought he had like a legitimate concern. I was like, "Yeah, bro, what's up, bro?"
Of course I could talk,
You
man.
need a lighter? Like, you just can't come back in. Like, are you serious? You got me, bro.
Wait, so the girls are now on the sand screaming at the fucking guy.
Screaming.
Are the people at Lahaina's, they have to be fucking screaming back.
So-
like, get the fuck out of here.
No,
whatever.
nobody's screaming back. So one of the other girls got not the initial girl, but she got back in, and she spilled an entire drink on me. It was because she was arguing with another guy who was like smiling at her. Like, I mean, this is so like convoluted, but like she spilled a drink on me, and now her boyfriend is in panic mode. I could just see it on his face. Like, I'm towering over this guy, and I'm like looking over. And I was like, no, she's good. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna buy you a shot. And he brought over a shot, and then his girlfriend then was yelling at me. I mean, just like madness. And she was so fucking attractive. Oh my god, this girl! I'm telling you right now.
Wait, so this is another hot chick?
No, same girl.
Oh.
Think of Rosario. What was her name?
Rosario Dawson.
Oh,
Yeah.
But young though, not like an old broad.
Not over the hill at 19.
Yeah. Not over the fucking hill with your old ass. No, she was young. Oh my god, she was so fucking attractive. But they got booted.
It's funny that like the reaction that you would get versus like Alex or I, if that situation were, the same.
Yeah.
Like they'd be like, "Fuck you."
One of the best ways I ever saw somebody try to get out of getting kicked out of a bar was at Tavern. And he was so fucked up. I can't even remember what he was doing. And the bouncer comes to like kick him and his friends out. And he walks up to him and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you got to get out of here." And the guy goes, "I'm not the drunk you're looking for." Just like super calm. And the bouncer actually kind of laughed. He's
if I were a bouncer, I'd be like, "All right, you could stay."
Yeah, that's worth it. Yeah.
Wait, why did you get walked out?
I can't remember. I was just being extra, like Scoop. You know what I'm saying? Just doing too much.
Oh, hold on. Let's talk about extra with this fucking guy. So one time we're on a boat. We're on a fucking what's it like a there's boats that go under the pier or
Like-
not pier.
Oh, yeah,
but
it was a yacht party.
Yeah,
Like
yacht
the Bay
party.
Cruise?
But like a Bay Cruise. But like the yacht, the description of a yacht would be kind of ridiculous. Like it's like
It's a party boat.
yeah. I mean it's like
like a-
300 people.
Yeah,
on this
multiple stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
not the kind of yachts where girls take pictures on.
No.
It's a 20-foot
Not that.
sailboat.
Exactly. The whole deck is like empty. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
a big thing. So me and Tom we're being ridiculous. I mean, we're drinking all day and we're being ridiculous. Okay, so fast forward a couple hours.
Wait, time out. How did you end up on is this planned? Like the end of the day was
I
going to
don't
be on a
remember.
boat? Were you DJing a party? What
I
was
think
the deal?
maybe Shoney was DJing.
Somebody was DJing.
Somebody's we
Or
were there
maybe
for
I-
a reason, but
It was.
oh yeah. I think you
Yeah,
were
two
DJing.
black people on a boat. There's got to be a reason.
This never happens naturally.
We're not falling for this shit again.
so anyway, me and Dom were like standing on, and he gets on a table and starts like, I don't remember what you're doing, but you're just being ridiculous on the table. Now, if you've been to a club, a bar, a fucking restaurant,
Out in
tables,
public?
stay out in public, a school board meeting, You cannot stand on a fucking table. So Dom's standing on a table. Security comes over. They're like, hey, you got to get off the table. And they're like, hey, come with me. Mr. Smart Guy over here. He was like, this is actually the slickest thing I've ever seen. They're like, yeah, you got to come downstairs. Now, downstairs is like a brig thing going on over there. Dom goes, yeah, I'll come with you. And then we get to the stairs, and he just sprints up.
Like goes the opposite direction.
Into the crowd.
Into the crowd. He goes up the stairs. It just disappears. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because, like, you know, it was like 2 chicks, you know, probably both legs. And then one, like, dude. And it was just the funniest thing because they're like, yeah, you got to come downstairs and talk to us. He's like, yeah, I got you, girl. Right up the stairs. I mean,
because I was like, what are you going to do? You can't kick me out. You're going to throw me off the boat?
Well, what's funny, what makes it funnier is
You
that,
can't
like,
kick out what you can't catch.
you're the only 2 people in that crowd that would be able to be picked out of that crowd like that.
it was
Probably.
Like,
yeah, probably.
hey, where is he? Oh, he's the guy over there towering over everyone else.
And we'd only been friends for like maybe a couple of years at that point.
Oh, that's how you know that
Yeah.
you guys are friends for
And I was
life.
like, dude, I love
Yes.
this guy.
That was my slogan. Like, what are you going to do? You can't kick me out.
But that's valid. I mean, there's no way they had a brig on
Yeah,
that
it's like,
fucking
you gonna throw
thing.
me off?
Yeah, it was so
I'll sue.
They make you walk the plank.
I got kicked out of Typhoon one time, and I thought it was so the original reason I thought was the girl I was there with this girl I was sleeping with and her sister, and it was on like an off night. It was at Typhoon, so there's only like 50, 60 people in the bar.
Let's explain what Typhoon. So Typhoon was a spot in PB, which was a massive, like especially back in the day.
It was
a
like
massive
the spot.
If you watch
Yeah.
any of the shows or listen to the earlier shows, we mention it pretty much every
And
episode.
if you watched the first San Diego Real World, it was like the spot they would
well,
go
that's
to.
where we
right.
did our
Yeah.
live. We did a live show there also.
Yeah, it was the spot. And I had a bunch of friends who were like GMs, managers there, bartenders. So I pretty much had like free reign. Like I had to do a lot to get kicked out of this place. They weren't just gonna like kick me out for being drunk.
Yeah, it's not like you're drunk. Yeah, exactly.
So I was shit faced with these girls, and the girl's sister was like ringing up drinks on this other dude's tab because she thought they were buying her drinks, and so she was ordering like shots for like me and her sister and like the guys that were there, and she ran up like hundreds of dollars on this dude's tab. I didn't even know what was going on, and they were super pissed. And so like they kicked us out. They like did that whole thing where like, hey, I need to talk to you for a second, Alex.
It's a good move.
It's a great move.
Great move.
And so I'm like, hey, what's up? Because I know these guys. I think they're like, gonna ask me something, and
What you think about that last game, bro?
yeah. And so this dude's like, hey, you gotta get out of here. And I was like, fuck, all right, whatever. It makes sense. These girls are being stupid. So we go back to my place. We crash at my place, and then like a few days later, we're watching a Niner game there. And my friend who was there at the time, he's also a manager.
Back at the bar.
Back at the
Not
bar,
the-
yeah.
okay.
And so back at the bar, a few days later, watching a football game, my friend who was the manager there, who was there that night, I was like, hey, man, I just want to apologize for those girls, what they were doing. Like, I understand you had to kick me out. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, we kicked you out because you were fingering that girl at the bar. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right.
Yeah, I mean that's so far beyond the pale of acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just be like, oh, there's Alex being Alex.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Just finger blasting a chick at the bar again.
Wait, it's not ATF, but whatever, like ACB. I think it's or ABC.
Always be closing?
No.
Oh.
The spots that like control like the regulations at bars.
Oh, yeah, ABC.
Like if-
yeah, ABC,
Alcohol
yeah.
beverage control,
yeah.
yeah.
If they walk in and you're fucking finger banging a chick, like just yeah. All right, bro.
There's something about being kicked out, like where you don't want to be touched. Like
Yeah,
you just,
yeah.
you just, you know what I'm saying, humbly walk.
You
Yeah,
wanna
away.
go
'cause it's
on
like,
your own.
Yeah.
Treat me like a man.
Yeah.
Give me the respect that
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
walking,
deserve.
don't
I'm
fucking touch
leaving.
me.
I'm leaving because I want to.
Yeah.
I got caught getting jerked off at a club in Hollywood, and they didn't even fucking kick me out. The bartender just like, or not the bartender, the bouncer just walked over and he was like, "Hey man, just stop doing that."
Yeah. I mean it's LA, fam.
Yeah.
What else is going
For
on?
real,
Anything
though,
goes.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Vegas.
They're snorting coke off of titties out there.
Yeah. The only time I've been kicked out was in OB, and the guy walked up to me and he was like, I could tell by his body language, he was like, he didn't want to do this. And he was just like, and I knew I was fucked up. You know when like you're super fucked up, but you're not like stumbling drunk,
Yeah.
but like you know you're fucked up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just came up and I was like, yep, gotta go. Like it was just like this conversation. He was like, yeah, you gotta go, bro. And I was like, yep.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong. I should be home right now.
That's actually like a good like when you're at that point, that's like oh yeah, I definitely need to go home.
Yeah.
It's not just
Ironically
I need to stop drinking at the bar.
Yeah.
Like no, I literally need to go home.
You
Like
probably saved your life that night.
Yeah. Well, no, I had the Ferrari out front.
Yeah.
So like I was gonna drive home, and then I was planning on robbing a bank. So like there was this whole whole thing going.
It was meant to be.
was meant
Well,
to be.
you were there when I got kicked out of fucking Thruster. Actually, you might have been there too.
I was in the bathroom with you.
Remember?
Yeah.
Hold on. Remember Bradley?
Swinging off the back.
By the way, if anybody had swung on that, it would have broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the only one out of the group.
I was
that could've pulled
watching
that
it when
off.
you grabbed it, and it was like this shitty, like cheap metal aluminum like thing,
Yeah.
and it bent, and I was just like, oh my god, somebody would have died if that was anybody that wasn't 5'6", like 160 pounds.
So picture this, Bradley. We're all in the bathroom and we're doing drugs and drinking.
There's
and
some
whatever.
extracurricular
Mind
activities
you,
going on in
this
there.
was a Sunday, and I had
Yeah.
to work. I had to be at work the next day at 7:30.
And by the way, this place is like, it's known for drugs being done
Yes.
there. So the bouncers are hyper aware
Hyper-aware.
of like more than two dudes being in the bathroom at the same time.
So picture like half of the bathroom is blocked off. Well, there's a door to get into like the stall.
There's one stall.
But then there's like a weird like bar that goes across. I mean, this happens at other bars.
no, I
too,
think
sure,
it was
but-
part of the frame of the door.
Yes,
if I remember.
yeah, for sure, yeah.
wall.
But it's like a weird like frame.
Yeah.
And now it's. I'm talking about the shittiest aluminum ever. And Bradley,
it's like a bent up soda can.
yeah. Bradley thinks this is 1998 fucking Nagano Olympics or whatever the fuck he's doing.
Yeah,
and,
about to get on the high low bar.
and he starts swinging. Fucking security comes in. No. Yeah, fair enough.
I did the same thing. He's like, I'm like, before he even finished the sentence, I was like, yep.
He's like, I was just gonna come in here to kick you out for the drugs, but now,
Now you really gotta go.
yeah.
You were swinging on shit like a fucking monkey.
Like no gold medals here, bitch.
Well, I got I think I told, well, you guys know the story, but I don't know if I told it on the show when I got banned from Syrah for like a year.
Syrah. Is
Really?
that still around
Wine
or no?
bar,
I think
yeah.
it's still around.
Syrah is holding strong, man.
Yeah, no, this was like the year it opened. And
What'd you do?
my ex was a bartendress there, and I
Mistake?
I used to shoot photos there on
The
a
old,
weekly
the old
basis.
don't shit where you eat philosophy applies.
No, actually, before I was shooting photos there, with her and I started. I got her the fucking job there. Neither here nor there.
No respect.
Yeah.
No appreciation.
Anyway.
I'll tell you, no respect.
So I was shooting there once a week, and we split up, and it was my night to go shoot, and my roommate was like, "Don't go, dude. I'll go fucking shoot photos for you. Don't go. You don't need to fucking..." Because I was a mess, like fucking drinking whiskey all day long, chain smoking cigarettes, eating pills.
She was the one.
No food at all, just pills, booze, and nicotine.
I like
I
this
love
guy.
at the end of a relationship, Bradley goes full Hank Moody
Oh,
on
for
everybody.
sure. 100%.
Where is that, Bradley? I want to hang out with this.
So
Episode
fucking-
100.
Let's
So,
let's get this man in a relationship so he can fall apart.
So,
Bro, let's go.
so my life can fall apart. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway.
no. It fall apart, quote unquote.
Yeah.
We're just doing drugs. Come
Yeah.
on.
No, you live and learn. Anyway, so I'm like, nah, I'm a man. I got this. I'll go down there and fucking get my photos and I'll get out. And I was good. I was good for like the first 45 minutes. I would see her out of my peripheral, not acknowledge her, disregard her completely.
White, Asian.
Her?
Yeah.
she was
Out of curiosity.
she was half Mexican, fake booby. She was
nice.
yeah, she was yummy.
Okay.
Tell us more. Tell us
She
more.
was she was a
Tight
spicy
butthole or what?
She was a spicy
Was
little
she
bunny.
tight like a tiger?
She was tiny. She was I'm not a big dude, so most of the chicks I've dated are
Yeah.
smaller.
Did you call her? Did you call her mommy?
No, I think she might have called me Poppy a couple times.
Ooh, spicy.
Nut.
Hey, pause the show. I gotta go jerk off. I can't do this.
Hang on, I need a break. So
That's the quickest way to get pregnant is by calling me Poppy.
Oh, dude, if you say Poppy, I'm not okay. This is for I have a girlfriend, but for future reference, like if you're trying to get that, like keep a
but
dude
don't
baby,
be a white girl. Do it. It doesn't
Oh,
work.
I don't care.
Really?
I don't. Oh no.
He
I
just
will,
likes the word.
I will literally nut inside of you, and you're pregnant forever. That's just what
it's
it is.
the permanent pregnancy.
See, and if a white girl were to say it doesn't speak Spanish to me, it would just be it would be like me listening to a girl in Mexico being like, "Dos cervezas, por favor." Like,
I don't respect your opinion.
Hola, me llamo
Yeah.
Christy. E2?
"Donde está la biblioteca?"
As you're busting inside, who cares?
Yeah, that's true.
Donde está biblioteca? As you're just.
Okay, I'm gonna finish
sorry,
my story.
go,
'cause
go, go.
Otherwise, it's gonna take the whole show.
Sorry, is that?
So 45 minutes passed, whatever, an hour, and then another, because I knew everybody there, because obviously her and I were dating, and I was shooting there on a weekly basis. So one of the girls who also was hot comes up to me, and she's like, "Hey, do you want a drink?" And my logical brain is saying, no.
Yeah, danger.
Don't drink. My fun brain is like, fuck yeah, get a whiskey. So I'm
Your
like,
depressed brain is like, do drugs.
I think I basically was like, yeah, let me just get a Dewar's Rocks because that's all I used to drink back in the day. And she comes back with a full cup of Dewar's.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I know where this night's going. And I just fucking downed it. And then she looked at me like, really? And I'm like, yeah, can I get another one? She comes. I had like 4 of those.
Here
and
we
then,
go.
yeah, exactly. That like pictured the fucking
Next stop, Blackout Station.
yeah, picture him in my head getting ready to take off because that's what I was about to do. Anyway, I'm like, you know what? Now's a good time to try to have a conversation with my girlfriend about, us breaking up.
Oh, buddy. Buddy.
Dude, I'm so ashamed of this moment, but I'm glad I can look back on it and laugh at myself. I basically walked up to the bar, probably stumbled up to the bar.
Yeah,
I don't really remember all this. And she like wanted no part of me because I'm sure she saw how wasted I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, can I talk to you? She's like, no. And walked to the other side of the bar. For the next, 2 minutes, I proceeded to like follow her, ping-ponging back and forth.
Oh my God.
That sucks so
Until
bad.
finally one of the managers was like, and same thing. I looked at him like, yeah, I'll go. And I left.
Dude, how bad does that, like that kind of scenario, like doing something that embarrassing?
Oh, I had to call. I didn't have to, but
Yeah.
taking the responsibility and ownership of being an idiot, I did. I took it upon myself to call every fucking person at the bar the next day. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
obviously, I mean, I didn't bullshit. I'm like, we broke up and it hasn't been fun and I've been a mess and I brought it out in public and I apologize.
In Syrah, you got to fight through traffic too, so you were working your way.
Yeah, I was banned for like a year.
A year.
I got a story.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I've never told this on the show before.
Whoa,
And
a
I was
freshie?
thinking about that because it just reminded me of
Yeah.
it's the one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, Channel 7 News.
woo!
We got scoop.
So rewind. I was like 20. I was like 20, maybe 19 or so. And so we, you can't really like party at your parents' house. You know what I mean? Like, we're all living at
Unless
home.
they're gone.
Yeah, and we live in San Francisco, so like you can't really move out. It was this whole, so everyone lives at home. So we rented a hotel, and they had like porn on. So there was me and my boys. So it was like 5 dudes and maybe like 10 girls or something like that. And we got.
How did you get that ratio?
Bro, I'll tell you how that fucks up. Okay, so we got a handle of Bacardi, right? And
Sounds
I
about
was
right.
sipping on that shit in the car. Like, I'm a young buck. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm in the car, sipping on shit. So we got the hotel. And then this is literally all I remember is there's porn on the TV. So there's like 15 people in this hotel room. They're all friends. Like friends from high school. And then,
$30 porn.
yeah, probably. Yeah. And all I remember is standing up and pulling my dick out and yelling, "Who wants to suck it?" Okay. No, get this. Now, everyone, of course, shudders back. And I've never told I can't believe I've never told the story on the show. So everyone shudders, as they should, right?
Yeah.
So then I think in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to peace out and just like go in the hallway. Well, I couldn't even like walk. I was so drunk. Like I couldn't even maneuver the hallway, and I'm stumbling into the walls and fucking whatever the fuck. And finally, one of the dudes that was in the room, one of my homies that I've known since like middle school,
Yeah.
he comes out. He's like, "I'm gonna take you home." But like I just stood up in the room, pulled my dick out.
It
Who's
would have
sucking
been a fucking money maneuver if you stood up, said that, and you're like, I'm out, and you actually like proceeded to walk
It would have been
normally.
funny if I was 30 and I just did it.
Yeah.
It just started jerking off until they left.
Yeah.
So you made everyone uncomfortable.
Clear the whole room out.
You know what's kind of crazy though is like there's a good chance like you do that nowadays, a girl's gonna fucking get down and suck your dick.
Here's the thing.
Or you're getting arrested.
We were hanging out with hoes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't mean they were
So,
nice girls, but like.
In other words, it wasn't out of line to think that maybe one of them might have taken you up on the offer.
A girl already sucked a dude's dick in the bathroom.
Oh, well, you were
Here's the thing. But at the same time, to pull your dick out in front of everybody.
I had
totally justified.
I had back when you could drink on the beach on the 4th of July. It was like a massive
best of
party.
yeah, really best.
Really
of
the
times.
best of times. Greatest fucking 4th of July party in the fucking country, hands down. Anyway, so there's this girl that I was working with at the time, and she showed up with a bunch of her like trashy fucking Claremont like friends, like total fucking like bro hoes, and like those types of people.
Zonies.
Yeah, not zonies, but
And
yeah.
I just want to talk
Yeah,
about
they're
Arizona.
kind of
He
like
just wanted to say the word zony.
they kind of are like zonies in their
Yeah,
own way.
yeah.
But yeah, so like she shows up with a bunch of these girls and like a few guys, and this dude at the that's in our like in that group in the area we're partying with like tells this girl to like suck his dick, and she's like, "Pull your fucking dick out, you pussy!" And this dude pulls his fucking dick out in the middle of like. There's like 500,000 people on the beach on this entire stretch. It's shoulder to shoulder.
You can't
for,
even
like,
see sand.
Yeah, it's shoulder to shoulder for legit like what, like 5 miles or some shit like
Cops
that.
for days.
Yeah, and this chick just gets down and starts blowing this dude on the beach.
What a champion!
And everybody's just like, what? And everybody just like gets in a circle and just starts watching this shit go down.
That's so weird. I mean, what do you do? Do you kind of watch from afar, or do you stand in the
No,
circle?
no,
you
you stand
stand right
over like a
there.
creeper.
You pull your own
And you
dick out and
jerk
start
off.
beating
Yeah.
off.
There you go.
It's like watching the fucking dildo show at a bachelor party. I've talked about this before.
Scoop's getting excited.
But like 10 guys watching a fucking dildo show at a bachelor party with 2 strippers is the creepiest thing because these guys can't control themselves from hovering over the strippers.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Every
and like
single one
every
you see
single
that, right?
yeah, every single one. It's just like breathe, like it's so fucking awful.
yeah.
And like I always think about this, like these girls are pretty ballsy for like going out of their way and like doing this because like they don't show up with bouncers.
yeah,
Not
oh, yeah.
usually, like especially when you're in like a
every
trashy
single
place.
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
did he finish? Did people
no, it
stand
didn't,
around
it didn't
wait?
last that. It was like a good like 1-2 minutes of like a
I mean,
blowjob.
could you fit? I don't think I could finish.
No.
No, especially you've been
true.
drinking all day
Yeah.
too.
In a crowd
Yeah.
of 5,000?
And your homies cupping your balls. You're like,
Dude, that's
bro,
why-
like,
Yeah.
I don't
Get your
think.
finger out my ass, dude.
I don't think
I don't
fucking.
go that way.
I don't even think finishing in porn is like an easy thing for most of those guys to do.
No, that's why they go off camera.
Yeah,
It's not, they're not really busting the nuts sometimes.
I mean, we talked about this before, but like, you know, strippers, you just said it. Like strippers, when they go places, they don't like, they're not rolling solo. And it's not
No, yeah.
fucking safe. Like,
Yeah.
imagine being a
Yeah.
stripper and you're rolling solo.
It's so
with
dangerous.
that fat ass, and you
Yeah.
got 10,000 followers on
and
Instagram.
10 wasted dudes just
Yeah,
fucking.
and just gorillas. They're just standing over here beating off and just breathing heavy.
Wow, I've told the story on here about the dude at a bachelor party in Austin who like licked the stripper's pussy like when he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, he should be in jail
Yeah,
forever.
for sure.
He should be in jail like for like the whatever the most worst fucking prison is. He should be in that one.
It was the
Rikers.
It was the
Rikers.
single greatest creepy thing. I know I've told this on the show, but there's probably people who haven't seen this episode. I'll just quickly go over it. We're at the point in this strip show where these girls are pouring whiskey down their bodies and you get to drink off it. So like you either like drink it out of their ass or their pussy or their tits,
that's
whatever it is.
also, I just want to make sure that you guys know that's unacceptable.
What?
Do not do that.
Oh no, do that.
No,
Do that every chance you get.
No.
Just do it. Yeah, if you have a chance, do it. That's
That's
all
how
I'm
you
gonna
get
say.
pink eye.
Yeah. and this dude was like he was like the only guy who didn't have like any social skills. He had PTSD. He was in Iraq. Like
Mark Zuckerberg. Continue.
but yeah, so like this dude had like some serious like social issues. And he lays down and he was the only one to drink from like the from it coming off of her pussy. And so she like gets like squats over the top of him. He's laying on his back and he's waiting for the booze to come out and he just literally you just see his tongue go.
No.
What does she do?
Oh, she like jumped up. She's like, "Oh no, you don't do that."
Yeah,
she was pissed.
no.
See, one person ruins it for fucking.
Oh, no, they kept
everybody,
going.
dude. I'm sure they did.
I mean, it's
they
so
were probably getting paid a pretty penny to be there.
It was fantastic seeing her fail the breathalyzer test in her car trying to leave too. That was the
Oh,
greatest.
she had.
hear that, bitch?
She had one of those in car ones.
Yeah, the DUI in the car
okay.
ones. Yeah, it was fun. I was like, "Hey, do you need any help to get your car starting?" And she was like, "No, it's just the breathalyzer test."
It's like it's hilarious because we called the sheriff and she got shot outside.
Yeah.
My ex had one of those in her fucking car. I forgot about that until you just mentioned it.
Oh, that's some good shit. Especially because you have like 15 minutes and you have to like blow on it again.
Yeah,
I had
like,
I had a friend who had one of those and he worked in La Jolla. So from like where his job was in La Jolla and like where he lived in PB was like, if there was no traffic, it's like you're pushing it at 15 minutes. And so he'd wake up all fucked up from the night before and he would have to have somebody blow in his breathalyzer.
Yeah.
And then he'd have to drive super fucking fast just to try to make it to work. Otherwise your car fucking shuts off and
Yeah.
you just have to park it.
Crazy.
So the idea of that thing is that it's connected to your ignition or whatever the fuck.
yeah,
And then if you blow over a certain limit or any limit,
any.
It's
It
limit,
detects
0.0,
any,
yeah.
yeah.
And
If
then-
you use some Listerine to fucking rinse your mouth out,
You can't.
and
start
your
the
car won't start.
it won't start, yeah.
Like,
Wow.
if I remember correctly, I'm trying to picture sitting in the passenger seat, looking at her, going, Man, I'm really proud of this one.
Yeah.
No, I think
That's a winner.
I think if I remember, I think you put the key in and then you blow into the fucking breathalyzer and then you can start the car. I don't remember, but I think that was the
There's
process.
a chick I used to have to do that for. I used to have to blow for her. And then,
Whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa! Well, don't say that. That's 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Nah, you never did that.
Allegedly, if this did
allegedly.
happen.
I mean, if it could have happened,
and then I was just like, maybe you
Hypothetically.
just like should not drink.
Or if you do, maybe don't drive. It's just an idea.
When I was working at a hotel and it was like a small, it was like a super high end hotel on the beach. It was a small boutique hotel. So you kind of had to work like multiple jobs because they just didn't staff up that many people.
And there's like off season, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And so like basically I was doing like bellman and valet and room service. Like did it all, like clean up, dude. You pull like $300 a day just in fucking gratuity. But this dude had a breathalyzer on his car, and he was there with a chick that he was trying to impress, and so he wanted to valet his car, and so every single time he would call down to get his car, he would then meet me in the garage so he could turn on the car with the breathalyzer, and then walk upstairs to the front of the hotel with his girlfriend. So I would pull up to the car so he would be there.
holy shit!
Like,
That's
bro,
just too much effort.
yeah,
Dude,
like
fuck
you're
it.
doing too much, man.
No.
I mean, if
it's
he
too
had a
much.
Lamborghini, you know what I mean?
That's
It wouldn't
true.
impress her.
Or a Bentley or something to that effect, yeah.
or
Yeah, it wasn't even a nice
BMW
car.
5 Series.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just want to tell the audience, 'cause this is goddamn hilarious, and it's not a reflection on you at all, but it is. So your manager that at some hotel that you used to work at, I mean, this is 10 years ago. We were talking earlier today, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we know Alex. We know," and I was like, "Yeah." And I think we know each other. We know each other, or she knows me through you.
Yeah.
But she's like, Alex was the worst bellman in history. She said Alex was the worst bellman to ever touch a bag. And then she did like this motion where she, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. She's like, we're in the middle of a bar, by the way, and she's like pulling like, you know, fake bag, and she's like dragging it back and like bouncing it off the wall.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
I didn't give a fuck.
I was going to say, I take it you didn't take your bellman job that seriously.
Oh, hell no.
Nor
Yeah.
should you. Nor should you.
Yeah,
I just thought
exactly.
it was the funniest fucking thing ever. The way she described
I would really
it.
love to see that impersonation, though.
Oh, yeah.
Funny.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck these people.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Fuck them. I mean, and also like, you know, you're not getting paid much when you're working those kinds of jobs, like service jobs. Fuck that.
It's
shit.
like when you, like, the dudes who work for fucking Amazon or UPS and your package comes in like 47 pieces.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
The funny thing is like me and that girl were like intentionally shitty together. Like we would just fuck around and do fucking nothing. People would get so fucking mad.
She seems like she could be shitty. I like her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Irish girl. you know.
I fully support people who like do the bare minimum.
I think you should do the bare minimum.
At jobs like that, fuck yeah.
Well, if you're a doctor, no.
Well, yeah.
No, even still, fuck them. Let them die. Who gives a fuck?
But yeah, it's like,
Until you're on the
I agree.
operating table.
Yeah.
shitty jobs, like yeah, do the fucking bare minimum. Like you know, yeah, fuck yeah.
But if you're getting bare minimum salary or
Wage,
wage,
yeah.
You get bare minimum effort. Yes.
but like totally, Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's even like controversial.
No.
Especially when my money's coming from the people that are like that are staying there, not like the
Right.
you know what I mean, not
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the company. Like, why do I give a shit about like doing going above and beyond for
Why
fucking you
would
guys?
you?
I
Why
just cared
would
about doing shit for like people fucking would like ask where to buy drugs and I would point them in the right direction.
Right, yeah.
Because they'd fucking throw me like $100.
I was going to say, that's where the tip for
Yeah,
sure.
dude.
Dude, that's
Exactly.
Vegas life.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's Vegas
Dude,
life.
people would come. We had deals with people who worked in Vegas at the Palms
Yeah.
and Palms Place, and they would give us deals, and then we would give them deals for like coming back and forth. These dudes were doormen, pulling up to our hotel in fucking Mercedes.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
because they're pulling fucking 6 figures, just getting
Yeah,
massive tips at
valets
the
in
door.
fucking Vegas make 6 figures.
Easy.
It's fucking nuts.
They already got the condom on. The girl comes into town. She's married, but it doesn't matter. You got a fucking Beamer. You're fucking. She's sucking. You're fucking.
That snippet right there is
Yeah.
going to live in infamy.
Good.
I love it.
My favorite thing ever is sucking.
And yes, I think anyone who watches the show would say, and racist!
And then, yeah, that too.
Those two. Oh, and mama was a hoe.
Mom was up.
You got a lot. You got a few one-liners. Dom's is just, I like to cuddle.
I do.
People
Nothing
ask for
wrong
those
with it.
T-shirts, so I'm actually working on those T-shirts. The I like to cuddle. Yeah, we have a Mama Was a Hoe. It's not the best. I made it. It's not the best t-shirt.
It's for you guys. It's not for everybody else.
But honestly, it's not the best. I'm gonna redo it because it's really not. It looks.
And plus,
all right.
your mama was a hoe and she deserves better.
Yeah, your mom was a fucking skank. We're done with that shit.
Well, I
She's
mean,
up with everybody in San Diego.
if Mama wasn't a hoe, you wouldn't be here.
We're done with her. The whole crew ran through it.
We're done with her. She's got a warm washcloth on her. No, not. She doesn't even have it on her. She's waiting for it, and I'm in the car leaving. The Uber's out front.
Hey, you hear that Camaro firing up?
Yeah. The best part about having the hybrid or the electric is that it doesn't even make any noise, so you're out the door.
Silent.
Wait,
Ninja style.
No, not silent, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the warm washcloth, my ex did that, and I found it was a lovely touch post-sex. She's the only one I've ever...
To you?
Yeah.
It's like,
Where?
Huh?
Butthole? What are you
No.
talking about?
She would go to the bathroom after we finished fucking and give, like, I would hear putting the hot water on the washcloth, and she handed it to me to clean up my dick.
yeah, it's like a first class flight.
It was such a nice... Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is VIP treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just put your legs up and you're like freshen up.
Yeah. A little spackle on the rectum. Why not?
Where are they at?
What they got though?
I've never even heard of some shit like that.
Well, because bitches like fucking Amber Heard, like Johnny Depp's chick, are fucking dime a dozen. That's why
You guys heard about
they
this?
ain't anywhere. They're not around.
But do you guys heard about
What,
this?
she
Fucking
No. Okay, so Amber Heard was basically claiming that Johnny Depp was like beating her.
Yeah.
That was like essentially. So she got this. I mean, Johnny Depp is worth like $400 million.
It's ridiculous.
And she got literally 50%. There was no fucking prenuptial. And so basically she got like half of what he's worth. Come to find out, she was the one that was abusive. He has video footage of her, the one that she's abusive. She fucking split open his finger, the tip of his finger, with a fucking hammer, dog.
Wait, I kind of glazed over the few articles. I didn't really dive into it at all. So he has video of her doing the hammer thing?
Not that. But he has a photo of it after
It's
that.
funny.
She didn't say hammer time right before that.
Yeah,
Hammer time.
After reading what she is being accused of, I look at her photos now and I'm like, you can see it.
100%,
You can
right?
fucking see it.
100%.
She's
Yeah,
crazy.
you can see crazy.
Oh
100%.
yeah.
We were having this conversation with some friends last night because this dude is dating this super fucking crazy chick and he can't handle it. And
Don't talk about my girl.
Yeah. And he's like, no, she's not like that bad. And I'm like, no, she's crazy. And we were talking about the difference between like sluts and girls who are like open sexually and like and crazy people. And people like some of my people that I'm friends with were trying to like lump them into the same. I'm like, no, that's not the same.
No,
that
not
is
at all.
not the fucking
Not at
same. There's a difference between being open sexually and not having like daddy issues or mental issues. And then there's just straight up fucking batshit crazy mental issues. Like you got to learn to know the difference, and you do eventually learn the difference. But if you haven't had both of those, like
here's the thing I can say though is that those overlap a little bit in
For
terms
sure.
of initial response.
yes,
if that
for
makes
sure,
sense. You know what I mean? Like
They're not exclusive to
they're
each
not
other.
exclusive, but
No.
initial like if you just met a girl, that overlaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think, oh, she's open sexually, she's cool. And then you find out she's fucking schizophrenic or some
Yeah,
shit. Yeah. For sure. It is. That's what I'm saying. You got to learn how to like notice the fucking shit like super fucking early.
That just honestly, you can't teach that. Like
It's
that
all
straight
experience,
up comes with just time and experience. That's
And
it.
guns.
Age.
I mean, you gotta protect yourself. Fucking be ready.
I got guns. That's my shirt. I got guns.
We were looking at houses for my brother and his wife today because they're looking to buy a place. And we walked in, this dude who was showing his house, and he's like, oh, don't mind. He's like, yeah, go in, take a look around. He's like, don't mind my son. He's just cleaning his shotgun in his room. I was like, I really thought he was serious. I was like, okay, I'll go see this. And he was just fucking around. But I was like, that's kind of a cool thing to like throw out there immediately. Like,
Well, I would also say at that point, you couldn't have decided to clean your shotgun at another time when I'm not trying to sell the fucking house.
We gotta make eye contact. Maybe that's the guy.
That's true.
Bang, bang.
Wait, was there any more to the Amber Heard thing, or she just?
No, basically like
I didn't hear the fucking
so
split his hand with the fucking hammer.
Yeah,
thing.
so like and that might be a little bit inaccurate, but I know that she busted his finger right out. But they said hammer in the beginning, but like I don't know if that's still true. But basically, he got booted from a bunch of shows, or not shows, movies.
Oh, I'm
rather.
sure.
Yeah.
Was
and
this like the era where he was like where he owned the Viper Room or whatever?
No, this is recent.
Was it recent?
Yeah, I mean, they got divorced like last year. So like basically, he got they didn't want to do another what's that movie? The big series he's in.
Oh, Oceans?
No,
No, that's
Pirates,
Brad Pitt.
Pirates, of the
Pirates.
Caribbean, yeah.
Pirates.
So they didn't want to do another one with him. There was a bunch of
she at least saved us from that.
yeah. I mean that cash though.
No
baby.
good deed goes unpunished.
That
Dude, I
cash,
bet
though.
half of his fucking net worth is from that fucking.
cash, baby.
Yeah.
That cash. So anyway, come to find out though, like all the police reports, the video footage, there's audio footage. It's literally all her. She's the abuser.
Of course, you gotta be. People like that are super manipulative.
Yeah. So arrest her ass.
Yeah.
And then arrest all women. I'm done. Fucking remember what happened right after Pearl Harbor? Let's do that. All women.
Internment camp?
Internment camps. Every single woman. And then you get to slide through. Here's what I'm. No, hold on. Let me slide.
There's
Let
a
me do this.
caveat here.
Yeah, so you get to slide through. It's like, I want that bitch.
Like
I like that one.
like you're picking out a steak.
Yeah. Oh, steaks. Yeah. Oh, I like that. And then, maybe I get 3. I get 3 today. 3 for 1. Let me get 3 of them. And just bam, bam, bam. You go back to the house. I mean, it is what it is. We don't have to paint that picture. But, I mean, imagine the scenario. That sounds nice.
So he
That's
should.
not a bad idea.
That's the old days.
Scoop for president.
He should sue. He should sue the fuck out of her then because she.
Oh, yeah.
How about?
Well, she lied.
She already got all the
Yeah.
cash, though. I don't know. I mean, you suing for your own
Can't get
cash.
it back. Sue her for fucking.
I mean, yeah, you're
Sewer
right.
for restitution.
Hey, it's America. Anything goes.
I need restitution.
What about Terry Crews, the dude who was the producer or whatever that grabbed his dick into like a restaurant?
Yeah, I didn't hear what you mentioned that earlier. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, they were at like some event or like some like charity thing or some whatever it was. There was like a bunch of Hollywood people there, and this like super big executive was studio executive was trying to like grab his dick. Terry basically
Like under the table, they're sitting at a table at a nice dinner.
I
And
couldn't remember if it was under the
It
table or
didn't
they're
even-
like standing there or something
It
like
didn't
that.
sound like it sounded like standing there,
Yeah,
and
and
he just like the
was-
wife was looking the other way, and
And he was like trying to follow. Like that takes some balls to grab Terry Crews' dick.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it takes like imagine being a dude in a public area and you grab a chick's clit.
Yeah.
What? Like, or like, I mean, clit is extreme.
Yeah.
Like, you got,
Yeah, you just grab her by like a bowling ball. Yeah.
Grab her by the pussy.
That's a big clit.
but like, you just grab a girl's crotch, like,
Or just her ass.
or ass. Yeah, I mean, that's even crazy. Or a titty. Like, could you imagine? No way.
Are dudes still like grabbing ass at bars? Is that like still a thing? I guess we got to ask girls for that.
I'm
Like,
sure
not a
it
thing?
happens all the time.
It's got
Illegal?
to.
Illegal or not?
That's assault, brother.
Hey, yeah. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it is. Actually, like, that needs to be said more often because, like, I know guys that feel like that's not that big a deal.
yeah.
But that is a really big. Do not.
Dude, anyone
grab.
I knew who would even consider engaging in that behavior, I'd be like, really? What are we, fucking 10?
Yeah.
Go talk to her, you pussy.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, I did it once. I did it. I think I was 22
I'm sure we've all
or
done
something
it.
like that.
I lifted up my girlfriend's skirt in a bar once. Oh, shit, that was a mistake.
It was for the boys though.
Yeah, it was.
Saturdays are for the boys.
It was. My buddy's like, I dare you to fucking lift up her skirt. And I'm like, yeah, watch this. And I did it. And I've never seen a look like, I've never gotten a look like that from any other female.
I mean, I think it's fair.
Like, I'm surprised,
Yeah.
like, my heart didn't stop then and there.
That'd be like if she pantsed you and then started laughing at your dick in front of everybody.
I'm sure at this point there's enough fucking photos of my penis somewhere on the internet that it just, I don't even care.
Don't send your own dick. Just find a dick online and send
I just
that.
remember grabbing the girl's ass and her turning and
How long
looking
was-
at me.
it was like 20 years ago?
Probably 22. So this is like
Yeah.
12,
Yeah,
13,
yeah.
14 years ago, something like that. But I just remember grabbing her ass. Like, it wasn't even like a conscious thing. It was just that ass.
Sometimes it's just magnetism,
Gotta get it.
dude.
Oh, man.
I gotta do something.
Oh, the stars align, baby. I gotta get that. And anyway,
Just a taste.
Just a taste. Let me get a taste, girl. So I grabbed her ass, and I remember thinking in my head, "This is so wrong."
But
What
it's
do you
so
do?
right.
But it's so right. Yeah. But it was like, this is so wrong and fucked up. And I remember feeling fucked up about doing it. I was like, why did I even do that? I
Yet
don't even
you
know.
did it anyway.
Oh yeah. Then I licked my fingers. I fucking banged
It's
my
like
own
when
clit.
fucking, it's like this guy, dude, doing shit he knows he's not supposed to. Like, dogs know when they're not supposed to do something because you look at them and they're like,
Oh yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Why the fuck you do it anyway? You know it's wrong.
I remember when I
You woke
had my friend's pitbull for like a few months, and we were
How
doing,
many babies he killed?
Oh, at least 3.
Just under my carry, took out
that's
3.
that's only while I was watching. So we were like we were barbecuing, and this is back when like we were all like 20, 19 years old. So there's no like plates. There's we're barbecuing at the place, and so
There's
we're
no silverware.
Yeah, no silverware. We're just chopping up meat off the grill and just like carrying it around and
Hand feeding yourselves.
like we're fucking cavemen.
Yeah.
And so my friend's sitting there and he's holding like a piece of steak like with his fingers like this, and he's holding it, keeping it down on his and down by his waist. And the dog just comes up like super slow and just quickly just snatches it, and then you can just see the look on his face. He immediately cowers down and runs into my bedroom.
They know. They're like, I'm not supposed to do this. It's literally like your train of thought exactly. Like, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to do it. I'm not. Oh shit.
R. Kelly made a song about that.
Yeah, he did. look where it got him.
Speaking of college shit, I don't know if we're gonna have time to get into this for too long, but the whole Varsity Blues scandal is one of the single greatest things. And by the way, the name itself of the fucking investigation, Varsity Blues, is fucking fantastic.
And they named it from the FBI, right? The FBI named
it Varsity Blues.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Fucking awesome. I want to know all the FBI investigation names. They're fucking great.
I want to know if it's like one guy that gets paid to name them.
Yeah,
one of them is named Alex TTG.
Yeah. yeah.
So yeah, give us the rundown.
So it was like basically like a bunch of rich people I think were they all in LA or whatever?
It didn't seem like it. It seemed like it was actually because they said there was 750 that they knew about.
Yeah.
But
And so this guy was basically like a fixer to get people's kids into college, and would like connect like different ways to do it, like faking like SAT scores, like faking transcripts.
And then he had like you could fake to get on like the rowing team.
Yeah,
but then they had the teacher.
They Photoshop photos of them on the rowing team. Yeah,
but then or not the teacher rather, the coach. They had the coach on the payroll as well.
Yeah,
so it was,
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like because it's all a bunch of kickbacks.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is like the great part about this is they just weren't rich enough to do it the like really rich way, which is to like pay for a building.
Yeah. Put up a library.
Just do a 7-figure donation.
Yeah, what, $1.5 million to build a fucking like an extension to the business department. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like an area of like rich but not rich enough.
Yeah.
And like one of them, like, why are you paying to get your kid into USC?
Well, and one of them paid.
Well, SC not a bad school.
It's not a
Fuck.
bad school, but it's also not like, like, come on.
You don't want to send Zig to fucking USC?
Oh, he's going to Harvard, man.
All right. I'm just saying. I mean, poor guy. I mean, he's been
I know.
studying every day.
Yeah.
He's suckered out.
What amazes me about that whole thing is that so many people are like, oh, I can't believe this.
Yeah, I can.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially like the best part
What
about it
the
is that what was that girl's name? Olivia Jade.
That sounds like a porn star.
She's like
really does.
Yeah.
She's an Instagram and also like beauty vlogger on YouTube chick.
Yeah.
But I think she's Aunt Becky's daughter.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
She's fucking banging.
Well,
Oh,
Aunt
yeah.
Becky looks great too.
Yeah, she
Aunt
still looks
Becky.
good. Yeah.
Nut inside of.
I've always had a
Yeah.
crush on her.
Yeah.
Oh, who doesn't?
Yeah, it's true.
She was
Nut
bad.
in that.
Aunt Becky's about to be wife Becky.
Yeah. I mean, Aunt Becky's about to be in prison, Becky.
Yeah.
And not only that, like she's married. I don't want to cut you off, but like she's married to William H. Macy.
Yeah, that's
that dude
right.
has weak dick
Dude,
game. You look at him.
The
Yeah,
best,
that's true.
the best
I
part,
guarantee it.
The best part about it is people were posting like gifs and videos from Fargo.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, dude, that chick, Olivia Jade, had like a vlog where she was talking about how she didn't even want to go to school and she just wanted to be there to like party and go to football games.
Yeah.
Which, fair enough.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It was like a video of her. I think I saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, it was on her like
Yeah.
vlog, and she's like, "I don't even really want to be here. Like, I'm like, I don't even know how much school I'm actually going to go to."
But isn't that college? I mean, unless you're going to Harvard,
To
Yale,
a certain extent, like
Stanford. or
people
something.
still have to actually like go to try, or they just get kicked out.
I had a couple people, friends of mine, that got booted out after
yeah.
like 2
Really?
semesters.
Oh yeah, the drinkers who couldn't handle the booze and the alcohol right away.
I think they all got back in though. Like I don't think that
Yeah,
it's not like a permanent.
It's a
ban.
maturity kind of thing too, like
Yeah.
where some people just don't know how to handle themselves.
Man, I miss college. Fuck.
But
I know
what's
two
crazy-
people that have been kicked out of college for good, and they upheld that. They upheld rather that
Yeah.
verdict or whatever.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that state, they got kicked the fuck out. Yeah.
The craziest thing is that when
Sure.
all this shit started going down, and it was all like in the news and everybody's getting arrested, is that she went and stayed at like the president or like a board member of USC stayed on the dude's yacht.
Yeah.
Like, dude, have some self-awareness.
I saw it was the girl, right? The girl
Yeah.
of Aunt Becky, or the daughter.
Yeah.
The girl of Aunt Becky. The daughter of Aunt Becky stayed on the yacht, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
How crazy is that?
Like, yeah, you got to know like when to fucking like appear that you actually give a shit. And also, like, I was thinking about this too. Like, if you're wealthy through your famous parents or wealthy through them for whatever reason, you're not really gonna have to work for your money.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't actually going to school and being in academia be like the best thing to do? Like, where like you get shitty pay if you become a professor. Like, you don't make much money, but
Unless
also
you're tenured at somewhere like.
but even then, you're still not even. You have to publish a lot of books and like make a lot of money that way. That's a little different.
200K.
It depends on the school.
I'll
for
take
sure.
that salary any
Yeah.
day of the week.
It depends on the school, obviously. But like, wouldn't that be like the best thing to do? Would just to go into academia and like kind of like lay low because you don't have to really have to worry about money.
The best thing to do if you're this girl, I mean, I want to say
Oh,
this.
do porn.
Fucking you, cunt. You fucking asshole. I was going there. I was trying to set it up.
Like, she's already got the name.
I was trying to set it. I was trying to smooth into it.
damn
But
it.
yeah, you got me.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, do that porn, baby. Suck that dick, girl. Hey, holla at me. If you need a dude, I got a stunt dick over here.
Hey.
Dom's ready to go.
Oh, dude, goddamn! I saw porn the other day on fucking Pornhub, and this dude fucking went off camera to nut, and then you see the squirt bottle come in.
Oh, this fucking guy.
So
What was this like?
fucking
Were
horrible.
you jerking off to outtakes?
I was about to say, or like 70s
No,
porn.
I don't even think they realized it was like some like person who has like their Pornhub profile on Pornhub. It was like, you know what I mean? It was just some lazy fucking bullshit.
Let's sue him.
Yeah,
Let's sue him.
that's some bullshit.
When in doubt, sue him or do porn. I mean, maybe even both.
The answer should always be strip or do porn. We don't have that option.
Can the other answer be, let's pop this E?
Yeah.
and
Yes.
fucking roll,
Yes.
baby.
Let's do it.
All right. Uno.
Hey,
Dos.
hey,
Tres.
ole.
Who wants to suck this dick?